I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, it's topless. Lock in, I got this, radio drop this. Hot shit, just watch this, I fucking promise. Too lit, do not miss your chance to cop this. Will you capture it, or just let it slip? Oh shit, I wanna be in, cause my rap is tight. No really, they just give a fuck that I ain't black and white. I'm not anyone else, man, I'm one of a kind. So sit back, relax, and listen one more time. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clocks to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit. And I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clocks to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit. I love the girls that fuck with my music. Getting referrals from the girls, love to booze it. Party and lose it, that's the life I'm choosing. Not losing, that's my 2 cents, so use it. You know I'm back, as a matter of fact. I'm better than ever, never been better. I know that, I wrote that. Sipping on some coke and no jack. Could stare and bitch and take a pic. Kodak, I'm threatening the game, cause money and fame, they don't affect my brain. It's fucking all the same. I'm sick of hearing about these Insta names with Insta fame. Take a pic, sick, you're lame. A quick fix to shame. You lick dick for fame. A thick chick is lame. A chick picked to lame. I think I've gone insane. I think I've lost my brain. And honestly, I'm a motherfucking novelty. I said I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clocks to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit. And I got this, none of this radio pop shit. I dropped this, turning back the clocks to rock shit. I cop it, said knock knock, I'm on this. I'm hot bitch, like a hot bitch, the top lit.
This is the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast with the midweek news. Join your hosts, Iceman and Holstera, 2 law enforcement professionals ready to offer their unfiltered opinions on the latest news from the world of law enforcement. No filters, no edits, so be warned. The content may be upsetting to some listeners. Sit down and hold on. This may get a little bumpy.
Yeah, that's me. That's me, apparently.
Welcome to the Motor Cop Chronicles podcast, midweek news. That would be Freebird forgot to turn his sound down.
The fuck?
We'll forgive him this time.
I was hearing feedback and didn't know where I didn't know where it was coming from.
I don't mind the squirrel up there, humping the. What is this? A cutting board?
All right, let me say it.
My 6-pack? You talking
about? I just noticed you're naked.
Yeah. Freebird is naked.
Yeah.
Naked as a free bird. Hey, your mic's not working there, Box.
That's what we're trying to figure out.
All right. While we're doing that, I don't know what.
I don't know.
There it goes.
Hello. How you doing?
Must be a loose connection up there.
Box.
All right. I'm going to have to get a new cord there.
Box is here.
He's gonna eat that microphone.
If he's asking,
beat your face on it.
Holster is asking me about the background. The background, it says Burley Boards. That is Dan's company. That is a loyal listener.
Awesome. Okay.
He makes these cutting boards and does countertops and all that stuff. Y'all go check out his website. It was a hobby he had. It turned into a full-time job.
Is it actually a cutting board, though?
Yes. It's actually a picture of one of them he made. He's got other stuff on there. He does countertops, all that stuff like that. Yeah, just go check it out. Like I said, he's a good listener. And hopefully he will we're supposed to do something this weekend, record. He's supposed to record with me, come on, ask me some questions, stuff like that. So, hello, Randy. Good to see you.
What the fuck did Freebird do?
What you mean? What do you do?
What you looking at?
My wife.
I don't know. She just said STFU.
Like,
I don't know what she's talking about. I don't know what that's for.
I've been waiting for 3 weeks damn it, to give them all of that to get it done.
Yeah, I had a new shirt. I had to change when I got here. Apparently,
myself.
I'm sorry, but I'll tell you what.
You're on.
Okay.
the nipples are in the exact spot they need to be.
Could
Apparently.
you imagine he just gets pulled for a
headphones plugged in?
routine traffic stop on the way
I can
home
hear
wearing
everybody
that?
else, I just can't hear myself.
Yeah, well, you sound fine.
Okay.
That booking photo would be hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I would take the shirt off.
Let's let's get the housekeeping out the way. Go like and subscribe. Hit the bell.
5-star.
Yeah, hit the bell so you know when we do go live on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, the shirt.
Tiffany, there won't be enough alcohol to wear that son of a bitch this weekend.
5 stars if you're on Apple. Write us a review. I will shout it out.
Not going to Garth Brooks with
it. You're going to see
you gotta
Garth
go to
Brooks?
Garth Brooks with that shirt on.
No.
You got to.
I can't believe you're going to see Garth Brooks.
I can't either, but I've got some good friends coming in from.
Roy says he is here on YouTube.
Hey, Roy.
Because he is in Facebook jail once again. So
I heard
he's a
Elon Musk
habitual
is going to
hoof
buy Facebook and put Zuckerberg in Facebook jail.
Yeah, that would be nice. Like I said, go like and review. It helps with the algorithm, helps spread us out there. Tell your friends, your frenemies, and everybody else. And we'll get this crap started going on. We do have a lot of stories to talk about
Yeah,
tonight.
Randy, I got conned into this shit.
That's what you get. Hey, it's better than a clown.
Hey,
well, Randy, you haven't been here. You got to listen to past episodes.
Yeah.
Freebird suffers from habitually hard nipples all the time. That was pointed out on the live show here, and so I bought him the skin shirt and some pasties to go on there.
Tiffany goes, it's like Target's begging to be pinched.
Yeah, she was the one that caused one of them from about 14 years ago.
Tiffany, that's awesome.
What's up, Robert?
Robert's like,
yeah. We got some shenanigans going on here
Did you
for
see
sure.
the therapy dog?
She said you use that as an excuse in the academy.
Yep.
They're not sticking to the shirt. Hurry up. You're flashing people.
Yeah.
Don't get us kicked off.
Just so you know, yeah, see, the nipples are in the exact spot the shirt has them. Anatomically correct.
That's the best shirt you could have ever bought it.
Oh, well, the first ones we have, I do have videos for. So we're going to start this off so we're not here.
Did you end up bringing up the school
Police
bus one?
officers are recovering from
What's
injuries
that?
after trying to pull over a stolen.
Hold on.
The school bus one?
Nah, I forgot to put that video up. We'll have to do an extra one. I got so many stories.
We got a long list.
I meant to do it and totally forgot. My bad.
Okay, you guys are all on one side, and I'm over here by myself.
You got all your friends in Pasco County.
All right.
You're good.
Yeah. Yeah, Elon Musk is buying Pasco County for $14. So
Yeah, he overspent.
Aren't they giving him some money back on this?
Yeah, we're going to give him back Newport Richie.
Yeah, they're paying him to buy it.
what's up, Dwayne? Glad you're here. This story here is going to be from Long Island. They had 5 officers injured.
New York.
County police officers are recovering from injuries after trying to pull over a stolen car.
Several teenagers in that car are accused of ramming 4 police cars with the officers inside. As CBS 2's Carolyn Gussoff reports, authorities say it demonstrates how the huge spike in car thefts is costing police and the public.
Car theft out of control.
Wow! Someone just tried breaking your car.
Nationwide and on Long Island, where yet again Tuesday you can see thieves in a Range Rover waiting at a gas pump in Syosset, then jumping into a car left unlocked and running as the driver went inside to pay. See?
First of all, if you live in that type of area, why in the hell would you ever leave your car unlocked and running?
They probably wanted that some Mr. B.
So
Well, that's true. Behind in payments, the insurance will pay it off.
that may be true.
He'll jump in the car now and he drives away with it.
Nassau police demonstrating the consequences of the major spike in car thefts. 4 police cars battered by a different stolen car on Sunday, with 5 cops pinned inside.
My cops are getting hurt trying to recover your property that if it was locked, we wouldn't be in this situation. I wouldn't have 5 cops that are out sick and maybe career-ending injuries.
I say that police chief is pissed off.
A bit.
I think he's pro his guys.
Oh, it sounds like it.
So rare nowadays.
Especially in that area.
Stolen car failed to stop for police on busy Northern Boulevard. 3 teens inside, ages 16 and 17 from Newark, accused of intentionally ramming the police cars. Also inside, an illegal loaded gun. A dangerous pattern. This time last year, 121 cars stolen in Nassau. So far this year, 370, more than triple.
That's crazy.
That's a heck of an uptick.
That's freaking crazy. 121 last year.
Trying to keep up with Chicago.
Between January and April, and they got 370 this year.
There.
Right here.
Oh, he's out in the corner.
Yeah,
you guys got me all the way on the other side.
I put him on the other side.
Raise the age. We've got 16 and 17-year-olds who they know the difference between right or wrong, injuring police officers and destroying police property and stealing cars. Now we treat them like they're little kids. They're not little kids. They're dangerous.
And a shocking 97% of the stolen cars were left unlocked with key fobs inside.
That's just stupidity. Why would you leave your key fob inside of it?
That happens all the time. I mean, I couldn't tell you how many burglaries we've worked.
I know, but why? I mean, like my unit. Here's a key fob. I leave it in my pocket, my personal car. You know, it's a push to start. But guess what? I leave my keys in my pocket. I just don't leave them. When I close my door on my personal car, if you leave the key fob in there, it starts going, bump, bump, bump. And just put your keys in your pockets, you lazy bastards.
There was this one time that he went to the convenience store and left the keys inside.
A lot of them won't lock if the fob is inside. So
Randy says they're doing that because they can't make their car payments. That very much
that
could be
could
true.
be possibly true. Yeah, that shit happens all the time.
And you're right, Roy. Them teenagers, they're not doing nothing to these kids. That's the problem.
We rode along with
they need to arrest the parents.
They've been raised and not had their ass beat.
Well,
elementary, junior high, and high school.
Well, they know now the way everything's going. Hell, they're not keeping the grown-up people in jail in these areas. They sure not doing nothing to these kids, and they know it, so they just going on rampages.
Police last week as they begged North Shore drivers.
Christine says, hey, Freeberg.
How we're going to, hey, Kristen, how we're going to get, how we're going to go back from where we are now? You can't. These little bastards, did they give the age 14, 15?
Yeah, 16 and 17, I think it says.
But
I mean, a lot of this stuff, and you got to figure.
What's up, Dan?
It comes. Some of them are coming from single-parent homes. We know that.
Well,
and they're overpowering
that can only
their
be
mother.
Partially an excuse, though.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they're sitting there and they want to overpower their mother and give her 9 kinds of hell, and she's sitting there probably working her butt off to provide for them, doing the best she can, and they just want to rule the roost, and then they go out and do whatever the hell they think they're going to do.
That's fact.
That didn't stop. I mean, that sure as hell stopped us. I mean, our parents, one of them was working.
Yeah.
And we done something and the neighbor saw them.
Or even like at school, man. I mean, you got a whipping at school. Then before you got home, your parents already knew.
Look how many cops these kids injured, though.
I know.
Do you feel better now, Holster, that I moved you next to me?
To simply lock up.
Lock your cars, take your fobs in. My cops are getting hurt trying to recover your property.
Repeatedly, an old Westbury homeowner has caught teams of thieves on camera lurking around cars. It happened again Sunday. The neighborhood traumatized.
They're frightened at night. They get out of their cars and they're looking over their shoulders to see who's going to jump out of the bushes. It's just becoming, we have our shades down.
And despite assault and fleeing from police charges and prior arrests, 2 of the 3 teens were released without bail.
Of course.
On Long Island, Carolyn
where is
Gussoff,
this?
CBS 2 News.
Long Island, New York.
The officers were treated for various injuries, including
we ought to send that
concussions.
dude
Police
from New
estimate the
Orleans
damage to
up
their
that way.
vehicles and
Put the
equipment at
flashbang in his truck.
$250,000.
Yeah.
They did a quarter.
They need everybody needs a flashbang in their car.
They did $250,000
in damage
to all them units and stuff like that. And they just let it, here, go home, go steal more shit. Jeez.
Well, it goes into what we talked about last week about the individuals on the home arrest getting the 2 days off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Arrest. I mean,
when we talked about that crap. Yeah, you're on home arrest, but you get 2 days off, or we're not going to monitor you because you just need a break from being at home arrest. Tiffany says she is still scared of her parents.
Fact.
You're not the
My
only
mom
one.
grabs a wooden spoon. I disappear.
All right, this.
Hey, I tell you what, mine threatened me with a pellet gun one time, and I'm like her.
Still to this day, you threaten the birds with one.
Yep. Yeah.
So hopefully all these officers are able to return to duty. It didn't say how bad their injuries and stuff were. I mean, you got 5 cops off. That's a lot of cops. Roy says, remember, they can't defend themselves up in those states. They'll put you in prison and not the original dirtbag. That is true. That's true.
100%.
Let's go on. This next story is out of, I believe,
You could be like the sheriff down here in Florida.
the state of Washington.
Probably one of the stories, though, right?
No, I wish I forgot that one too.
At what county? The whole,
Santa Rosa County.
We'll talk about it, but
Polk County is Grady Judd. He's the guy that's really famous. But Santa Rosa, they had a guy break into several houses on a block, habitual offender, and somebody blasted him. But he got out of the house and ran down the block. And they're like, "We ain't mad at you. We want you to come take a firearm safety course so you can aim better and save taxpayer dollars next time."
Yeah, the sheriff says, we encourage you to shoot people if they come in your house.
Shoot them dead.
He says, but he's in Florida. He's like, but come take our safety class so you'll save the taxpayer money next time.
Yeah.
So basically just blast them.
Yeah,
Where was the sheriff that had to arrest his daughter? Where was that at?
I got it in here. That's here in Louisiana. Yeah, I got that one in here.
You went and fucked one of the stores up.
My bad, bro. You know, if I'd have had these things earlier, I could have gone through them.
Yeah,
It was working, man.
We didn't have a lot of.
I was busy today.
We didn't have a lot of pre.
But he flat out told them, and there's actually an update from their sheriff's office. Remember, he said that there was going to be one every other week for the gun safety course.
Oh wow!
Well, because of such a outcry for so many people and so much positive attention, he now is having weekly
outstanding
things to teach people how to shoot.
Roy said he used to deliver wieners or something to him when he was the undersheriff. This next one's out of Washington State, I believe. It's another chief that's getting aggravated with all this shit.
Legislators tell me that these recent restrictions on when police can chase after someone have made the streets safer. But Centralia police say what happened here on Magnolia Street Sunday only made them upset. Sunday morning, someone called police saying a man was looking underneath cars on Centralia's West Magnolia Street. When officers arrived, the man ran to a car and started to drive away.
They drove over the curb, over a green belt, and when they got on the road, they just took off.
Police followed the black four-door sedan with their lights flashing, but when the driver sped off, police let him go. They said,
you heard that, right?
What was that?
Once the guy took off, they followed when Florida didn't took off, they had to let him go because they got a freaking new shit in this state, no pursuit shit.
They had to.
I think most officers probably in this state are very frustrated with this particular law and the way it's being implemented.
Centralia's chief partially blames the sharp rise in catalytic converter thefts on a state law passed in 2021. Police can only get involved in high-speed chases with people suspected of DUI, violent crimes, or sex offenses, not theft. And Chief Denham says thieves know.
Look at this dude in these people's driveway.
You can be drunk and have a theft. I mean, not theft. You can be drunk and have a theft and just say he's weaving on the road and I think he's drunk. So then
that's reasonable articulation.
You have a reasonable probable cause to chase.
But in these people's driveway, in their driveway, right, I mean, if he was in Florida, he'd get blasted.
Yeah, what was that story? The guy jacked the car up and the jack failed and squashed him to death?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Nice. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
That's it.
Yep.
So lot more people running from us than ever before.
We made the judgment that it is not worth endangering the lives of the police and innocent people to go solve the property crime.
This guy's a fucking idiot.
Who is this?
I don't know who that is. It looks like his mom should have swallowed him because he just looks like a little
dumbass
twerp.
This is what happens when
He's the kind of person that's going to sit there and say, "Whoa, well, they knew what they were doing when they took the job."
Is he the one that made the policy?
I guess he's some kind of politician.
Like
looks like his mom should have swallowed him.
Jamie Peterson helped get a series of bills passed, changing how police are trained, limiting their use of force, and restricting chases, even if it results in someone getting away with a crime.
The injuries and deaths.
This little twerp right here, That's what the problem is. These politicians. You got politicians making laws for cops and stuff that don't know shit about
Can we put
doing
him
the law.
Is he eligible for hot nuts?
Everybody's available for hot nuts, but
Did you by chance notice that cop car never even stopped for that stop sign?
No, I'm paying attention to you.
He flat out said
that'll
no cop,
be the
no
next
stop.
policy. If you do have to get into pursuit over a DWI, you're gonna have to obey all the traffic laws.
Gotta stop.
You gotta stop. You can't go over what the fuck they call it, green belt.
Yeah,
you
green
can't go
belt.
across the
Do you
green
not know
belt.
what a green belt is?
No,
That's the Cambodian border.
It's in the same. It's in the same dictionary underneath Tanjakapawa.
What the hell's a Tanjakapawa?
I don't know. You tell.
You came up with the word. You tell us.
You came up with it. I mean, but we've never heard of no green belt like that. It's called a median over here.
Yeah, we call it a median.
Well, down here we actually call it the green lane because a lot of these rednecks, if they have to do a U-turn and shit, they'll just jump in the fucking median.
Yeah. Who is this dude?
That result from adrenaline-fueled chases
I think they said his name is Jamie
do not
Peterson.
justify the marginal
he's automatically the hot
speed at
nuts
which
for the
law
fuck nut.
enforcement can apprehend a suspect.
Centralia's chief says officers should be able to determine when it's safe to chase after someone.
There's certain things you just don't
There's not
choose.
even a license plate on that car. There's your PZ.
Don't tell the cops when I can't chase. I mean, we're grown
Well,
people.
right there, he's acting like a
professional.
drunk driver.
Exactly.
I mean,
Reckless operation. He's endangering lives by going across that right there.
I've called bone chases off when it started. I felt like it was getting too dangerous. I've called it off myself. I made that judgment call.
I've had supervisors tell me to stand down, and I'm like 10-4, reducing it to proactively following. I've
called bone chases off.
Last one I got in, I had to call it off. My unit quit on me. It died in the road.
Yeah.
Look, I'm stomping on it, and I just got slower and slower.
I caught a flat in one chase. I had to bail out because I
Just open the door
popped
and
it
Fred
there.
Flintstone that thing, man.
Not worth the danger and the threat. But in cases like this, where we're having these type of just overt crimes, things that are kind of plaguing our society, our communities, those are the kind of things we'll probably chase down.
Police say after that suspect drove out of this area, he went over to a park and ride near I-5 where he tried stealing someone's catalytic converter, but other car owners apparently scared him away. Live in Centralia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
Scared him away. They scared him away.
Jesus.
Get away! Get away!
That's my catalytic converter rap
He's
whistle.
got his rap.
I got
whistle.
my catalytic converter rap whistle.
So hear me out because we've had this conversation before, and even Aaron says it was a genius idea. You know, in a lot of these states, it's very hard to get your hands on a gun, especially to defend yourself. Okay? But hear me out. Hear me out. You take a 20-pound sledgehammer head and put it on a handheld hammer, and you just walk around with it. And like when they're underneath your car and stealing that catalytic converter, you pop them right in that kneecap.
How about you aim a little bit higher? Aim a little bit higher.
Hell no, just do the ankles. Just smash.
See what
them.
I did? I did something different on my
That'll
car.
hurt
Get a
worse than
razor
the
blade
knee.
and cut that Achilles.
They won't come after my catalytic converter.
I ain't
Because
got
I got a Kia converter on my shit, and the Kia's cheap. They ain't coming after my catalytic converter.
Your catalytic converter.
I got that Kia converter.
What? I had mine sawed off. I figured
He's not getting
You
the whole
already took
joke.
yours off?
Yeah, I sawed mine off. I got dual straight pipes in my
He
truck.
stole his own shit.
Well, I mean, that's Pasco County, buddy. They all taking catalytic converters every time you turn around.
Yeah, I mean, but you could literally sit underneath my truck. So
He's got one of them redneck rampage shit.
Oh, no.
yeah, big old jacked up Ram.
Randy said if that car would have hit a car full of kids, they'd have lost their minds.
Yeah.
Absolutely
It's
right.
a double fucking standard. They'd have been like, why didn't the cops chase them?
Yeah. Why are you letting them kids
Exactly.
in there? Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Yeah.
So, but their
Next rabbit
pursuit
hole.
policy.
They
their
have it's
pursuit
a
policy-
zero pursuit
I know,
basically.
but you said for DWI and
Lives and danger.
Well, they should have said I think that dude was drunk.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that would be my new thing. I just assumed everybody's drunk.
He's swerving. He's got to be drunk.
Well, this next story comes out of Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Green Bay, Wisconsin.
A Green Bay police officer barely escaped with minor injuries after he was his motorcycle was struck by a hit and run driver. We're going to watch the dash cam, the body cam footage basically in the video. Sergeant Sean Haymale is standing next to his motorcycle after pulling a driver over, entering data on his mobile computer, and the driver blows past, clipping the motorcycle and sending it crashing into the everywhere. He just didn't clip it. He run it over. Hello, sir. He runned it over. Watch this video.
I'd like to see that.
I don't understand. When I'm on my bike, I don't even bring my laptop or my computer thing with me. I just let dispatch run my shit. I'm just not standing there on side of the road for this reason like that. And, so let's watch
no, but that handy little gizmo that spits out a ticket in 1.5 seconds.
Fantastic. Watch the video. It don't have the sound kicks on in a minute, but
see, I didn't have that back when I was a police officer.
He makes it stop.
You had a slate and chisel?
Hello, ma'am.
No, I had a regular pencil and press hard copies.
Watch this shit. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
That dude was standing right there on that, right next to that motorcycle.
Well, I guess he's getting a new laptop.
Or getting a new bike, but the person keeps going. We're going to rewind a little bit. Let's see again. Watch it.
Does he take the woman's car and pursue him?
No.
Like in the movies?
No.
I'm commandeering your vehicle.
That dude who or whatever drive it never even checks up. Look. Look, there they go.
He knew what he did.
I mean, it just
tore that bike up.
It totaled that motorcycle out. That dude was he's probably sitting there thinking, God, I got to go home because I just shit all over in my pants.
Yeah, I mean, that was seconds away.
Because
he would have been leaned in, he would have been done.
He was right there. I mean, he was typing on the damn computer right there when it happened.
The amazing thing is he didn't hit that car.
Yeah. Freaking crazy.
But, I mean, I'll play devil's advocate on one part. One part. If you're standing out there, you need to be aware of what's going on anyway. So he should have seen that car getting too close.
I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's
But I'm not going to get too far.
I don't Monday morning quarterback issue.
But you still need to be aware of your surroundings whenever you're out there. That's a primary safety.
I mean, I've had people come real close. You're trying to pay attention to them.
I know.
You only got two eyes.
I get it.
I mean, but you know how it is on the side of the interstate. You got 400,000 cars flying by you at 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So somebody's getting a new Harley.
They're doing 79 because Iceman's out there.
That is correct.
For 11 over.
Needs to get one of them new BMWs.
Negative. You hush your mouth.
Speaking of which,
I'm going to mute your mic. Say that shit again.
Fuck Louisiana Senate or legislature that done the double the fines on the.
They ain't done that. I think
they
that
did it.
No, they're talking about it.
No, they just enacted it. Or they just
what is
voted
it?
on it.
I haven't seen that story yet.
I'll have to look that up. Fact check.
Fact check it.
Somebody
fact check us. That and Hancock whiskey, Hancock bourbon. But,
I ain't looking up Hancock.
You can Google Hancock.
Okay, Louisiana Devils fines when?
I don't know.
They did enact it, or I think they voted on it and approved that shit. So now I can't drive to Lake Charles.
Yeah, you can. You just got to slow your ass down. All right. Who wants to read this next one about this deputy that done trying to make us all look bad? Who wants it?
No, that's his favorite.
That's the one.
That's his favorite. Let Box take that.
I do have a picture. I usually don't do this, but I'm pretty sure.
Does it make you happy or the one? That again? No, okay. I was looking at the goat one.
Randy says he'll mute your asshole stare.
Therapy dog.
I need a therapy dog.
Therapy goats.
This guy right here. I don't usually use pictures of him until really, but I think they got this dude straight out. Go ahead.
All right. So, sheriff's deputy was arrested Wednesday and charged Wednesday, as in today. Charged with 20 counts of pornography involving juveniles, according to Sheriff Bobby Weber. The Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office said Deputy Brandon Morris was fired after he was arrested. Morris has been employed with the Sheriff's Office for 8 months. Wonder if he passed the matrix.
No, that's a janitor. That ain't no deputy.
He
must have been a jailer.
Maybe so. We hold our deputies to high standards, and no one is above the law when situations like this occur. It tarnishes our badge and violates community trust, said Weber. No bond set, and that's no more information available at this
Well,
time.
other than that, this dude
took that article.
This dude right here is obviously he might likes looking at pictures of little kids, which is nasty.
Yeah,
probably.
I mean, if you if you have something for smaller people, why just go watch midget porn?
Yeah, that shit's fun.
They're little.
Especially like the midget with like a full grown person.
I mean,
yeah, that's
come on.
exactly right, Holster. Bridget the midget.
Yeah,
Bridget. Oh, I love
he does look young, but I mean, come on.
I mean,
I think from what I was told today, I think the kid in the video was 13 or something like that. But still,
that's
doesn't
still.
matter.
I mean, that's still a kid.
Yeah,
13. They're not
In the
developed.
state of Florida, 12 is
13.
a capital felony. You can actually be lynched for it.
So anyway, I'm glad they got him. Can't stand
No, he needs to go.
pedos like that.
needs
Yeah,
to
yeah.
go.
Before, hey, hopefully,
Obviously-
they just caught him with the kiddie porn, and he's never acted on it. Hopefully, and never hurt no child.
Well, obviously, though, this ain't his first rodeo. So how you go to work for the sheriff's office knowing that you're going to get your ass?
He must
in
never
the
got
sling?
caught. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
20 counts. So the way we all know the way it works. For you at home and listening that don't know how it works, they get your computer or they get your phone or whatever. Each individual picture, video, whatever,
Different charge.
is a separate charge. So he had at least 20 images, videos on whatever technology device he was using.
Yeah. So he's
I was just
sick.
making sure my shirt was not crooked. Where
Dude,
my
those nipples are in the
my
exact
nip-
spot.
Randy
my
said
nipples.
Freebird needs to bring him to jail in that shirt.
Yeah, Freebird.
Or bring him that shirt in jail.
Search the internet, and yeah, they talk about how they're going to do it, unless you have some kind of insider
No,
information.
his mouth would be watering if I went into jail with a shirt
He's talking
like
about
this.
the doubling of the fines on the interstates. What he's talking about. He said he's checked and he sees where they're gonna do it, but
Nothing. You would figure that'd be breaking news.
he's
Better
fact checking you, bro.
No, it came
Tell-
across on a news break deal.
I haven't
tell
seen
Christina hello this time.
Hey, Christina.
All right,
Christina, he's
let's
been
get
busy
off
playing
the,
with his
the,
nipples.
the
I'm sorry.
pedo here.
Yeah.
He's just a sick bastard. The next one, who wants to do this next one? Out of-
Probably Holstera. You know.
you got it?
No, I got it.
Pascagoula? No, I think it's Pascagoula, I believe.
Oh, I can't.
You can't do that one, do you? You don't have.
Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
Wanted robbery?
Is this
Wanted
one in the
robbery
same?
and kidnapping.
This is one in the same.
What? Hold on, let me make sure. Which,
Do you have this picture?
This one is identifying as that blonde chick.
Here we go.
Yeah, we need to pick
read the
this up before we
story.
get into the story.
reading it, me or
Apparently, the
Freebird?
Pascagoula
Freebird.
Police Department is requesting your assistance in locating 20-year-old Raheem Kimball, also known as Kimbella Kimball. It is the same.
It's one in the same.
Yeah, Kimbella and Raheem.
It's the same person. If y'all are with, for the audio listeners,
Yeah,
there's a
Kimbella.
picture. It's a male, and there's a blonde-headed female next to him, and they're the same person.
Why
So
does
Raheem,
she have that
Raheem
big
slash
dent in the head?
Kimbella is a suspect in a robbery and kidnapping case. Now, who the hell did this stupid son-of-a-bitch kidnap?
I have no idea.
5'11", 175 pounds.
Is that Raheem or Kimbella?
They're the same
They're the same
person.
It.
Both of them are known to carry a firearm, so please do not approach the suspect.
It's the same person.
If you know, of Raheem or Kimbella's whereabouts, you got to contact.
Yeah, the comments.
Pascagoula.
The comments are crazy.
Well, hell, that ain't too far down the road from us.
Wait a minute.
that's
He
not
is
far.
who and she is him. Which one did the robbery, him or Shem? That's a Dr. Seuss story.
Yeah, I mean, who are you going to charge?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be fun putting them in APHIS.
That it's going to be. I would charge Raheem. I would
think you
charge
have to go with
Raheem.
biological.
So
Yeah, you
does,
have to, because if you put her
does-
into jail, the rest of the girls are going to be pregnant.
Yeah.
like last week.
I mean, personally, but he does look better as a girl than he does a dude.
Did he kidnap her?
Did he kidnap himself? He kidnapped himself. Yeah, he kidnapped.
At gunpoint.
Was it Camilla or whatever?
Kimbella.
Kimbella. Yeah, Raheem kidnapped Kimbella, and.
Well, hold up now. I guess Kimbella could have kidnapped Raheem too.
They didn't even give us a damn description of the kidnapping.
No, they just said kidnapping.
It could be,
whatever else.
It could be a double kidnapping if
they could kidnap each other.
Yeah,
it's the same fucking person.
I think so.
Somebody goes, he is going to have fun in jail. I don't know if he will or if they will or somebody will.
Randy says that he sexually assaulted her. I think that's possible nowadays.
He sexually assaulted himself.
Where did Raheem learn to get some eyelashes and put them?
Oh, that's easy. And the wigs are.
Hostera does that all the time at home. I mean, I'll have to get some of them pictures and show y'all.
But he's got those tights. Those
he wears the yogurt pants in his wig.
Yeah, my yogurt britches.
But he wears them cheap old, dollar store wigs. He looks like a $2 crackhead when he
He looks like Pennywise.
Yeah.
I haven't bought none, but they are fancy.
Bridget the Midget.
Bridget the Midget.
All righty then. This is to me a hot nut candidate also.
But I'm so confused about the entire situation. I like to understand something before I call it a hot nut story.
Well, that's the only part. Whoever I don't
wrote
know.
the article did a shitty job.
But they kidnapped somebody. Or they kidnapped one kidnapped himself. I don't know, but
they kidnapped a squirrel.
I wonder if drugs were involved.
They're in jail. I would guess drugs were involved.
Ecstasy.
But look at that dent in her head.
What? Right where?
Look.
You don't think
move
it's
that
the
photo
same
down.
person? You don't think it's the same?
I can. I got it locked.
I don't see that image in his head.
Look at the nose.
What dent are you talking about?
It's the same nose.
It's the same.
That.
Person. It's got makeup
her nose
and stuff
is lower
on.
in the front than his.
Well,
but look, she has a dent like right here. It looks like a fucking softball hitter, and her head's still indented.
She probably sucked a few penises before this photograph.
That might be a dick dent in its head.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
This one, not dick. This dick dent. So
she covered that up with makeup.
It's right there. You can see it.
What's up, Jared?
That's Hostera, though. You gotta.
Yeah, Hostera, get a magnifying glass, bro.
All right.
Hey, I just got new contacts.
They're not working.
Take them back.
I guess
I got the next one.
Hostera's turn.
No one is immune or exempt. Sheriff arrested his own daughter for meth trafficking. Florida sheriff arrested his own daughter for trafficking and selling meth. Franklin County Sheriff's Office. I don't even know where that's at.
East Point.
East Point, Florida. Gay news. No, gray news. A recent drug bust for one Florida sheriff is more personal than usual. Methamphetamine does not discriminate, and neither do we, Franklin County Sheriff A.J. Smith wrote in a post on the department's Facebook page. It does not matter who you are. No one is immune or exempt. Oh, we need more of that around here. The sheriff's office conducted a narcotics investigation which led to the arrest of 38-year-old Kristen Kent and 25-year-old Bailey Adair Lee on April 18th. The sheriff's office charged Kent with trafficking methamphetamine 14 grams over drug equipment possession and or use of cocaine possession. Lee was charged with 2 counts of trafficking methamphetamine 14 grams over. Smith later confirmed to the Miami Herald that Kent is his daughter. When you work in law enforcement, do not take things personally, the sheriff wrote in the Facebook post. A few days later, there will be many challenging situations that you will face, and you must rise above. I like it. The sheriff is known for cracking down on meth trafficking in his jurisdiction. And the sheriff's department operated with the motto, "We don't meth around."
I love it.
That's messed up. That's messed up.
That is very messed up.
Maybe a sheriff in Pasco County could come up with something like that.
I would think so, Yeah, maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's amphetamines. Anyway, the sheriff said...
her face doesn't look too bad if she's a meth.
I don't even see her. The sheriff said he learned his daughter was involved in the trafficking when asked who sold the drugs. Yeah, I figured he got the phone call long before he authorized the arrest and knew that if he let her away with it,
she might have been selling.
Done.
She might have been selling more than she was using.
She doesn't look like she's used hardly.
No, she'd be half the size and covered in scars.
Yep.
Maybe she's a new meth head.
Maybe so.
It could be brand new.
Hey, it's a good weight loss. Although he doesn't take things personally as a part of his job, Smith told the Herald this news was gut-wrenching. Our hearts break over the grief meth causes all. The sheriff's Facebook post reads, whether you use it, sell it, or love someone who's involved with it, if you want to break free from the lifestyle, we want to help you. Call Shannon, and they give the telephone number for help.
Well,
if you go out sinking meth, you're fucked up to begin with. I don't give a shit about helping somebody that's on meth. I don't care how addictive it is. You got that fucking way for a reason.
Damn.
Yeah. Well,
so tell us how you really feel about it.
I mean, just like, just don't get me started.
I would say one thing. There ain't nobody can say, well, that sheriff, he's giving out favors. Nope. They like to say, I bet you write your own mama a ticket. Nope, but I'll put my own daughter in jail. So,
yeah, my mom was about the only person on the planet I wouldn't write a ticket.
So, but good for him. I mean,
yeah.
Everybody's always griping on how
Jared.
Dirty cops and everything is.
And and I do feel for him. I mean, nobody wants to see their kid go to jail, especially they don't want to see their kids tied up in drugs. But
I mean, that's a whole felony he popped her with too.
Yeah.
So
there wasn't no.
And it, like I said, from the looks of her, either she's a new meth head or she's just selling.
Well, and if he's done all of that, he's probably on his last rope for some reason, and she done stole from him, broke into his house, all the other shit that goes along with his meth, and he's probably had enough of that
he's
fucking
tried
shit.
To help her as much as he could.
Yep.
She looks like a very grown woman, so it's not like he's probably been dealing with it for a year.
Well, it sounds like he's going to win the next election.
I'd vote for the man.
Well, I mean, what she's 38, so
yeah, I mean, it's like a grown ass woman.
Yeah, it's not like she's right out of her teenage years and something, just like in the experiment stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I mean, Freebird has already told us about his narcotics belief. And I know I've shared mine about Narcan in general. I don't believe it should exist. I know you guys talked about that on the Bumper Jumper podcast. And I'm 100% with that.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
I want one of them burley boards.
Well,
I do too.
Dan was on.
You want one of these shirts too, don't
Dan was on earlier.
I got one.
Dan was on earlier. I don't know if he's still on or not, but
yeah, Dan was.
Go to his website. They got the whole list of the stuff there. You can order you one. Anyway, this one's from Morgan City, and this is involves one of our favorite people. Louisiana man was granted a reduced sentence by who? President Biden. For what? For drug charges.
I was going to call you the other day and ask, is that guy, remember the guy that got life for weed? I was going to ask if that was one of the 70-something people that he was pardoned.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if he was or not.
This is out of Morgan City.
I know the governor did something with somebody who was serving some serious time on weed possession.
Maybe it was him. I don't know. This man was among 78 people granted clemency by Sleepy Joe. Terry Booty of Morgan City, I tried to find a picture of this dude and I wasn't able to, is currently serving a 20-year sentence from November 2008 for conspiracy to distribute and possess with the intent to distribute 500 grams or more of a mixture of substances containing a detectable amount of methamphetamine. Booty was also hit with a $10,000 fine and a 10-year term of supervised release. Biden has instead shortened this man's sentence to end April 26, 2023, with the remainder of his term being served on home confinement.
Guess he's going to get 2 days
He'll get 2 days off a week for. His 10-year term of supervised release will remain in place as well as the remainder of his fine. He's one of 35 people that were arrested and convicted on federal drug charges as officials dismantled 3 high-level meth trafficking organizations throughout several southeast Louisiana parishes.
We're winning the war on drugs.
Yeah, we're winning the war on drugs, and Biden is letting them out. Some of the comments on this one here is It says, way to go, Joe. That's what we need is more drug dealers out on the street. Good job screwing up the country even more than it already is. Oh, well, if our presidents want to pardon different people, we got to stand behind them. We know what needs to be done in that world. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. This person said it was probably one of Hunter Biden's dealers.
Could be. Very well could be.
Said let him go to Washington. Some people on here said stay out of our business. It must be Hunter's dealer. Joe Biden's lawless. He is. I mean, it's a dope dealer. And you're just going to it's okay. We're just going to let him out.
We're just going to smack him on the hand and let him go back out and sell more dope.
You're right on that. Joe Biden is the quicker fucker upper. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so Joe Biden's letting dope dealers out on the street. Not drug users, but dope dealers. So he can go fuck himself.
Dan's got a cute dog.
All right. The next one.
I got it. You like it right there.
Like it like that?
Yes.
Florida teacher arrested and fired after video appears to show her hitting a middle schooler with a broken broomstick.
How you think it got broke? She hit the other kid first.
A Florida middle school teacher was arrested after allegedly attacking one of her students with the handle of a broken metal broom. Sentici, I'm guessing. Darling Lundy, 49, stands accused of one count of felony child abuse. A warrant issued for her arrest by the St. Lucie County, Florida Sheriff's Office. She was arrested April 22nd. Detectives began investigating child abuse allegations against Miss Lundy on Friday after learning that the former Forest Grove middle school teacher had struck one of her students with a broomstick. It happened back on April 19th, yada, yada, yada.
It wasn't a whole broomstick. It was just part of it.
The alleged behavior is intolerable and reprehensible. As a result of the initial investigation, the teacher has been terminated. Video of the incident that reportedly led to the defendant arrest and firing has been circulating online and shared by local media outlets. School officials reportedly viewed before letting the teacher go. An adult woman can be seen striking a minor boy with a gray or silver rod. The boy screams in pain as the implement makes contact with the right side of his body. She threw the weapon at the child and missed, breaking a computer screen. Then she allegedly pinned the child between two desks and struck him 3 times with the broom handle on his arm, hand, and leg. Snapchat video, however they appear.
I wonder if he deserved it.
I'm sure he did. You know these little bastards nowadays.
She acknowledges the victim was acting in a playful manner after not following instructions. She said he picked up the broken piece of broom and was running around with it. The stick had a sharp point, and she did not want anyone getting hurt. When she took it from him,
it whacked her.
She cut her hand. She pointed out to the victim what he did. She stated she cleaned her wound, and the victim went back to his desk. She did not write the victim up because it was playful interaction. She said she later gave him chewing gum and the next day asked for a hug.
Mouth hug?
Oh, my God. Anyway. Don't hit kids with broomsticks.
No.
When people are videoing you. So,
I don't know about the whole videoing part. I'm like, man, when I was growing up, I got hit with all kinds of shit.
Well, I'm just saying.
Whatever was in the room.
Man, we used to have a teacher that you were talking in the back of the class and she's in the front of the class. She'd pick up an eraser and she'd chunk it.
Yeeted at you. Yep. And the old school blackboard erasers, not the fucking new
there
ones.
wasn't any missing either.
Oh, no.
She wasn't going to hit somebody other than who she was aiming at.
She hit exactly what she was aiming for, and you knew it because there was a cloud of chalk in the sky.
Christina says she works at a middle school and kids daily, and I am 100% sure he needed it. She said those kids are insane.
I know what you mean, Christina. I know what you mean.
The douche juice away and stop drinking that stuff. You're poisoning yourself.
It's almost gone.
God, it's so
Pickle
gross.
juice is actually really good for you.
No,
so is cherry juice.
It can be good, but it stinks to high heaven.
Smells like massengill up in here right now.
But you know what? Like Lexi absolutely loves pickles. I mean, like, she could do that.
See, if you need to put her up for adoption.
Tiffany does.
I would, but they'd charge me to bring her back.
That's just gross. This next story is yours.
Yeah, the St. Tammany?
Mr. Bird.
St. Tammany. A man applying for an employment with the St. Tammany Parish Sheriff's Office failed his background check when detectives found evidence of possible sexual relations with a minor. Robert Eversole Jr. was booked into the St. Tammany Correctional Center after his mandatory background check showed that he had implications. Now, I'm not sure how they word this, the implications. Did he
allegedly
have a report against him, or did he have a warrant? What? I mean, I don't know what the...
none of it said. It doesn't go into detail.
It said it showed implications that he had been in an inappropriate relationship with an underage individual several years prior.
I'm willing to bet that this numbskull, because you know some of these departments put you on a lie detector test or the matrix test and all this other stuff, I'm willing to bet this dumbass answered one of the questions when they asked him.
Oh, I'm sure.
They might have asked him, have you ever had any relationships with anybody underage?
The lie detector?
Or he might have went,
no, but they could be, you fill out all of the questions before you get to that point. He might have.
He implicated, he said something somewhere.
Yeah, he implicated himself. That's the only way it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So he was arrested and charged for felony carnal knowledge of a juvenile, which is over, was that 4 years? Is it 4 years with the statute? Used to be like 0 to like 2 or 3 years. There's
they've changed it up recently.
Like the Romeo Juliet law shit?
Well, I don't know in Florida, but here there's 2 statutes for the carnal knowledge, and one is 0 to like 2 or 3 years, and then over that, if there's a 4-year gap, then it's a felony.
The only thing in Florida is 16 to 24.
You're talking about the age gap.
The age gap.
Yeah.
The age gap. There's an age gap between 0 and 2 or 3 years. I can't remember.
Yeah, but you have to be. It's got to be like that, 17 to 19 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then if it's like 16 to 21, it's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, correct.
But he obviously told on himself.
Oh, he had to. I mean, how else are they going to find out about it?
So.
Well, it's said during the background check.
Don't date people that that's not old enough to date. It's not hard to do.
It's not rocket science.
It's not hard to do. Here, anything. Not that I have any experience in this. Yeah, okay, Randy. But he could have been. It could have been one where he was an adult and was dating someone under 18. Dating someone at 18 that. Not that I have never. Hold on.
Like in the state of Florida, we have the Romeo Juliet law.
We need somebody to narrate.
But he had to
be 16, and the other party can't be any older than 24.
But he had to. It had to be in that age difference for it to be him dating an underage person.
We'll pull it up real quick.
Or are you saying that they were dating, but he aged up before they did, making it the age gap too much at that? I guess that's what you might be trying to.
Well, that does. I mean, that
could happen.
That happens a lot between a 17 and a 16-year-old, and then that 17 go ahead and turn. He go ahead and turns 18, and now there's a 2-year gap.
Okay, so the misdemeanor carnal knowledge here in Louisiana says a person who is 13 years of age or older, but less than 17. When the victim is not the spouse of the offender, when the difference between the age of the victim and the age of the offender is greater than 2 years but less than 4 years.
4, I thought it was 4.
Randy said, she's seen where the parents had okayed it, which I've seen too. But to me, if the parents okayed it, it shouldn't be.
It's a moot point there.
Yeah, because there's nobody to press charges.
Yeah.
Till you piss the mama off, and then she's going to come back to your ass.
The felony one goes when the age of the
there.
victim and the age of the offender is 4 years or greater.
My parents had great prepaid legal, buddy.
So anyway, this dude,
but
he messed up somewhere.
That has happened too, though, in the past, where you got, like I said, you got a 17 and a 16-year-old. Oh, yeah. Mama don't like him anyway, and then he turns 18, and she's 16.
And I just know because I keep up with sports a lot. There was a kid in Georgia here a couple of years ago. That was the same case. He had sex. He was 17. She was 16. He was going to be like a 5-star recruit going into college, and They popped him for it.
Because he turned 18.
Yeah, and his whole career was ruined.
Really says, yeah, until you make them mad, and then the parents charge you with it.
Yep, that's exactly right.
That happens. That does happen, which I disagree with at that point.
That's why I agree with the age gap of 16 to 24 here in the state of Florida. Look, if you're at 16 years old, you know exactly what the fuck you're doing.
Brown chicken, brown cow.
Exactly.
Yeah. You're right. Let's move on to the next one's yours, Holster.
Holster? I'm fact checking.
You fact checking? Okay.
Man who killed woman during suicide attempt let out of mental facility. Y'all got mental facilities still?
No. Well, for 72 hours.
Baton Rouge, 2.5 years after being placed in a mental facility. No, that's a lot longer than 72 hours, guys. A man who killed a woman during a suicide attempt has been let free. In July 2019, the then 18-year-old Jack Jordan told state troopers that God told him to kill himself after running his car into traffic and killing 51-year-old Stephanie Payne.
I remember when that happened.
I do too.
Jordan was charged with murder, and attorneys represented the teenager lobbied that Jordan was psychotic. Well, no shit. He was treated at St. Francisville Hospital for 90 days and assessed by mental health professionals. In 2021, Jordan was found not guilty by reason of insanity and was staying at a mental facility in Jackson. So you guys have one in Jackson, it sounds like.
I think that's where you put the criminally insane people.
Yeah,
that's
okay. So we don't even have that down here.
That's about the only one around.
Yeah, I think that's the only one.
Waiting for a hearing on his release. 2 months later, Jordan was moved from the inpatient facility in Jackson to a less restricted facility. The conditions of the transition were Jordan must be medicated and supervised to monitor his condition. According to the court records, Jack Jordan was released and returned to his family April 19, 2022. So he was just released. As long as he continues counseling and does not drive. What the fuck, Louisiana?
This dude here killed this woman while he was trying to kill himself because he didn't have enough balls to stick a gun in his mouth and blow his fucking brains out.
Jesus.
Well, I'm sorry. I mean, I know suicide's a thing, but this dude killed somebody else while he was trying to kill himself.
Yeah, I was confused.
And now he only had to do 2 years in a mental hospital. What about this woman that's only 50-something years old, had a lot of life? I'm sure she had a husband, grandkids, and kids, and all this other stuff. But ding dong right here. Oh, I got mental problem.
I wonder how fucked up you are if you were able to shoot and kill somebody, but then you fuck it up for yourself.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
you should be closer, right? Are you closer to the gun than
he didn't shoot anybody? He ran her over with a car.
They had a car, and he
was going to kill himself.
He drove his car in like 100 miles an hour,
I wasn't paying attention in that part of the story.
He was driving very erratically. He said God told him to do it.
Yeah, God told me to. Well,
it's kind of like that one that was on Essen Lane. What was that one by the interstate where that dumbass did about 100 and said to run into the back of a...
I don't know. I totally disagree with this.
Segan, not Essen. On Segan.
I think this was it, wasn't it?
A couple of years ago. Is this the case?
I'm going back to look at it. Yeah, it was the one on Segan Lane.
That's the one.
That's it.
Obviously,
I totally disagree with it. I think this man should at least spend a minimum of 15 to 20 locked up.
It says
criminally insane or not, he should have had the injection.
Payne was stopped at the intersection in a 2013 Nissan Rogue as an 18-year-old Jack Jordan was driving northbound in a Toyota pickup truck. Jordan sped through the intersection and struck Payne's vehicle at high speed, causing it to burst into flames.
Yeah, I remember when that happened.
He could have had mental problems in prison. So
what you're telling me
he killed
is
this woman and he gets out.
Wealthy.
I guess I don't know, but I totally disagree with it. I do say, like I said, I understand suicide's bad, but he killed somebody else in the process of it.
Yeah,
and I think he should have to pay for it.
I do.
Well,
Well,
but
that's that
why
new
you gonna
law.
run
Did
into
you hear
some
that?
other car? Just run you some bitch off the bridge
Yeah.
or something. Go,
That
do
law
it by
they're working
yourself.
on that if you kill somebody while you're drinking or whatever, you got to pay child support to their kids for the rest of your life.
That's up in Tennessee.
Yeah, I would say they should do
I
that
like
here
that.
with this piece of shit right here. But I'm better now. I don't want to hurt myself no more. So I get to go free after 2 years, but this woman's family is going to mourn her for the rest of their lives. Yeah. So yeah, I totally disagree with it.
Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth.
Yeah.
Just run his ass over.
So I totally disagree. If he does decide to do it again, I hope he don't use a car. There's rope and there's bullets.
Yeah,
and stuff
just, there's
you
a
can
lot
go.
of big ass bricks.
I mean, if you're so scared, go take you some pills or something. I mean, this dude here don't deserve to be out of prison whatsoever. So,
if anything, he should have left the facility.
If that pisses people off, listen to it because I've said suicide's bad.
But
Gave
some instructions with a bottle of pills.
He killed somebody else and didn't even do
take
himself.
30 of these.
So that just kind of pisses me off there.
Is that you got a story on that Ascension deputy?
We already did it.
We already talked about it.
See, I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at Freebird's nipples.
Well, I mean,
I know they're
his nipples are very distracting.
It's
like
the shirt, Holstera.
Super distracting.
It's the shirt.
It's the man that makes the shirt.
Is that what it is?
I don't think the shirt's making the man over here.
Exciting all the
He did give me an extra small.
We had to make sure that those nipples are in the right spot.
This next story comes out of Slidell.
Slittle.
And it says,
Slidelly.
Dan says you look like you could milk them.
Let's see.
I'll try.
Yeah.
You squirted me in the eye. Stop.
Yeah, it is. Tiffany already tried that like 14 years.
It says, we can't make this story up. It says,
I love these things.
It says, before we begin, please note that this is not meant to be a funny post, but because this was a serious incident. So let's be serious.
All right, we're going to be serious.
We're going to be serious. Earlier today, the Slidell Police Department responded to a squirrel attack. Thus the squirrel up top, okay? If we do remember, they had an LPSO deputy recently attacked by a squirrel, too. We showed that video. The attacked squirrel, the police responded to the attack in progress. Caller stated that a 78-year-old elderly man was actively being attacked by a squirrel who was eating his hand. The squirrel was eating this man's hand. I was about to say, did he have like some old boxers on and his nuts were hanging out the side? You know, old man droopy nuts.
Should have seen Johnny Knoxville doing some kind of
flapping
jackass stunt or
stuff.
something.
I don't know.
No, and it's funny because everybody right in the bottom is like they need to take it down to the animal hospital and get checked for rabies because that could be a serious issue. And I'm like, trust me, people, I'm sure they thought about that.
The man was attempting to choke the squirrel.
Thank God he wasn't choking a chicken.
I know, glad a chicken didn't attack him, right? But he was unable to obtain a good grip. Couldn't get a grip on that squirrel.
He would have been choking the chicken instead of a squirrel.
First responders arrived and observed the elderly gentleman still struggling with the vicious squirrel.
Vicious?
The squirrel was eventually subdued and died as a result of his injuries. Jesus Christ, the man killed this poor squirrel.
So let me get this right. A vicious squirrel.
A vicious
so is he
squirrel.
Like 7'2", 300
I don't know. I mean,
how long you got to choke a squirrel for you?
You can break it down. I know you read it because I did.
Before you injure him and he dies from the injuries.
No, I didn't read the whole thing. This is my first time.
Oh, that motherfucker just dove off the roof for no apparent reason.
I thought Sice Man pre-reads this.
I was busy today. The gentleman was transported to a local hospital to be treated for injuries, some of which were pretty significant. He had a bleeding testicular sac. And, no,
he did get a hold to the nuts.
It didn't say that. I just threw that in.
It got his walnuts.
It was discovered that the man was walking around outside of his home
naked
when the squirrel came from the direction of his roof and attacked him unprovoked. This
It is
fucking
rare, but it does happen.
this squirrel, and I wonder if when he jumped off this roof, the squirrel yelled, "These nuts!"
Hot nuts. These hot nuts.
Yeah.
Squirrel.
Squirrels are hot nuts.
Hot nuts candidate. Boy,
Jared
'cause he's
says,
eating hot nuts.
"Squirrel lives matter."
Squirrel lives matter.
Dan says, "Sounds like a Ray Stevens
Wait a
song
minute.
come to
Hold
life."
up. The last paragraph in this story is the best part.
I haven't finished. It says it is difficult to find stats on squirrel attacks, according to experts. It is very rare for squirrels to attack people, but there have been documented cases of squirrels attacking and biting people and pets, sometimes severely.
That's nuts.
Severely enough to cause injury. A diseased squirrel may be more likely to show aggressive or hostile behavior towards human beings. However, when the squirrel does attack, it's not always possible to determine why. This is the second reported squirrel attack in Slidell this year. The first occurred in February during a Mardi Gras. Okay, do not go to Slidell. Look, that's right outside of New Orleans. Right. Even the fucking squirrels are crazy over there, okay?
Imagine writing a report on that.
It's like, oh. It's like in the port. I mean,
can you imagine him explaining this to his fishing buddies?
What was it? I mean,
we send this fucker up to. We're gonna send this fucker up the river to Jackson.
Was it justifiable squirrelicide or what? I mean,
he's going to that criminal mental institution.
PETA, we need you.
No, he can't.
PETA.
If he'd have survived his injuries from being choked, we could have sent him to Jackson.
Yeah, Jared says the old man needed more training on de-escalating squirrels.
That's right, Jared. Hit the nail on the head on that one.
Should
maybe he can work for Baton Rouge City Police. Maybe they can help him out.
Choking
that's a squirrel up there.
Choking wasn't the appropriate force continuum.
I don't think that OC would have done anything to that squirrel there.
Oh, hey,
geez, I mean,
real quick, breaking news story out of St. Tammany. Pair of public masturbators arrested in separate St. Tammany crimes.
My God.
People stay out of Slidell.
I don't know. That goes along with Randy's, comment just now. Spoke with the masturbators and the squirrel because they just said, "Hey, he was this big." If he's telling the story,
it says that a 22-year-old turned himself in after learning that the warrant was issued for his arrest. He was allegedly masturbating in his vehicle while watching a woman that had pulled into an adjacent parking spot. And then on a separate case.
It's been a hell of a looking woman.
Another woman called to report a naked man sitting in his vehicle and masturbating in a public parking lot.
This dude needed 10
darker window.
Why not he get 10?
How you got two different people?
Hey, you know what? Tom's Pro Tent. This is a perfect spot for you, man. You need to go get these guys' windows tinted.
I mean, get your windows tinted if you want to be a perv like that.
Tom's not on mine.
He thought he was fishing. He's like, I'm a pro fisherman. I'm a masturbator.
I'm going to cast my rod, baby.
I'm a masturbator. I just don't understand these perverted ass people.
St. Tammany, I'm not going.
God, St. Tammany's catching up with Pasco County.
Is that possible?
We got those big ass fox squirrels down here. You ever see them?
Yeah, Robert says, well, if he was in his car, why was she looking all up in his car? She was seeing that catalytic converter.
No, it's a catalytic converter.
That catalytic converter.
Hey, what's one of your random facts that you got, Holster? I bet you got some on a fucking squirrel.
Did you know a squirrel has 9 lives?
Yeah,
Jared
and 8 nuts.
Says, who hasn't pulled over somebody without pants on? Oh, Freebird.
Here we go. Y'all got to make fun of me all the way around.
Look, the last audio when we did with the bumper jumper,
yeah,
he had all kind of naked stories. You need to go listen to it.
Yeah.
Hey, did you know squirrels can find food buried beneath a foot of snow?
Randy says, Lord, this show certainly shows how great. Oh, look, you go back and listen. I just did one recently, a pop-up about myself. It just says Louisiana crime. It was all just Louisiana. Yeah, we're just as bad.
Out. It was just Iceman by himself.
Yeah, it was.
He played with himself.
Fuck the box, ice, but you know.
It wasn't an ice box.
Robert, you can't prove that I'm no squirrels.
All right.
Thank God. But anyway, this poor old man,
No, Jared,
he made it out. He freaking the squirrel did not survive. We set up a GoFundMe for the squirrel because
Squirrel's family.
Mrs.
Squirrel lives matter.
Mrs. Squirrel had 12 children, and now they're without their father.
Or nuts. They lost all their nuts.
He lost all his nuts, and he was just trying to provide for his family. That old man was out there with no paint drawers on, and he saw Flop, and he's like, "Look at those big nuts," and
Jared
died trying to get them.
Jared had a comment on to Holstera's random fact. Because he said that squirrels can find food underneath a foot of dick.
A foot of wrinkly ball sack.
Oh, Lord. Poor squirrels. Anyway, that's why I put a little squirrel up there at the top of the thing.
All right, now.
This next case
I'm putting out.
That's my hot nut is the squirrel attack. I'm sorry, 'cause it's full of nuts.
This is going to be a trigger alert for some of the people out there. This is a sad story right here.
Wait,
this one really ain't
photos
funny.
up, right?
Of what? No, I just got a picture of her.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, the coroner has found a woman melted into the couch after she disappeared for a decade. Grand jury
Last
weighing
picture they had of
charges for her parents. This is coming out of Slaughter, Louisiana. If anybody's not familiar, it's a little north of Baton Rouge. Grand jury will meet Monday to determine if a woman's parents should be held accountable for her death. Sam DeQuilla, the district attorney for the 20th Judicial District, said the body of 36-year-old Lacey Fletcher was found rotting and melted into a couch of her parents' home back in January. Fletcher only weighed 96 pounds, and sources said it's one of the worst cases of neglect they have ever seen. Dr. Bickham, coroner of East Feliciana Parish, was very limited in what he could say due to the pending grand jury hearing, but told WBRZ investigative units in his 30 years as a practicing physician, he's never seen anything like it. I couldn't eat for a week, and I cried for a week, Bickham said. Parents,
That's
Sheila,
the coroner?
That's the coroner.
Oh, shit.
Fletcher's parents, you know they see
shit's
some
fucked
stuff.
up.
You know it's bad if the coroner got
was
sick.
Fletcher's parents, Sheila and Clay Fletcher, are longtime residents of Slaughter. Sheila was a town alderman who recently resigned her post in February. The East Feliciana Parish coroner ruled Lacey's death a homicide after she died January 3rd in her parents' home. The coroner's office notified the district attorney and sheriff's office of its findings, leading to the criminal investigation. Sources told the investigative unit she had insects all over her body and was covered in feces from head to toe. The couch was a latrine, and her body had melted through the padding of the sofa. It is unclear when she was last mobile. Go ahead. But sources estimate
It make me sick.
she had been sitting in the same place for years.
So how if you're covered from feces from head to toe, it wasn't hers. So who's
Not unless she
doing
was
this
just
shit?
wiggling around
Who
or
was
something.
doing the shit?
I don't know.
That's-
They don't say why.
they don't get into
It don't say. Don't get
Yeah,
into
because,
details
I mean-
of why she became immobile or anything else like that. And you think after somebody disappearing for 10 years, somebody would come around looking for her.
Okay, so
Not if she.
how about this right here? Everybody on this panel knows the smell, the death smell.
You will never, ever, ever forget that smell.
Right. So what I'm saying is there's no way those parents lived in that house because that smell does not stop for doors. You can smell that shit in the sidewalk.
You
in
can
front of the
smell that
house.
shit in the damn morgue with a 4-inch steel door.
Robert said the parents said she would not move around or move out. Robert. I mean, somehow, she had to be mobile at one point. I mean, was she was handicapped or
to
something?
the couch.
It says right here, I asked him one day a couple of years ago because I hadn't seen her, Robert Blades said. Yeah, she still stays here. Apparently he was talking to the parents or something. Blades said he used to see Lacey outside, but that stopped about 5 or 6 years ago. Blades was in disbelief that her parents could have kept such an awful secret. They go to church every weekend and do anything for anybody, Blades said.
That don't do them anything. Some of the best people I
Shit,
know
no,
go to
they
church
trying to
every
make
Sunday.
amends for the shit they did to their daughter.
Sources said the room where Lacey Fletcher was staying reeked of urine and feces. It was the smell of rot, DeQuilla said. We don't even treat animals like that.
Robert said she had Asperger's. Was a handicap. That's horrible. Hopefully her parent. I can't even say nothing funny about this. This poor young lady rotted to death with her parents right there in her own waste and stuff, and
they kept it for years. I mean,
like 10 years. I mean, these people. They don't even deserve life in prison. They need to just be off.
If they were even living in the house. That's what I don't understand.
I think they were living in there.
There's no way you could.
I guarantee you, this ain't the first time you've heard somebody living with a.
Yeah, I guess.
Whatever.
Robert says when his dog shits in the house, he can smell it at work.
Absolutely.
So. This one time when I pooped myself. All right, let's move on to something better. This poor young lady here, hopefully she's resting in peace now and she's not in any more pain or anything else like that.
I wonder if they just cremate the entire couch at that point.
They had a picture of the couch. I don't know if it was the couch, but
no, I've seen it.
It was anyway, pretty bad.
I couldn't believe they put the pictures of the crime scene on the fucking internet.
We got one last story, and it's this one's pretty. I saved the last. I don't know why I didn't do these first.
That's not the last, but okay.
Well, it's the last one I have.
It's the last one I have. Well, no, maybe not.
No, it's the grandmother.
Yeah.
Oh, but the two stories are the same.
They're the same story. One's us talking about
the 4-year-old.
Yeah.
Okay.
One's about the family speaking out, and then the other one's the actual story about the police.
Yeah, the second one's actually the story itself. Did Freebird want to read it, or
no,
are you sleeping over there?
No, I was trying to find it.
It's the last one I sent.
It's at the bottom.
But I've lost it.
You lost it.
It's the one right.
It's too much. It's too much damn pickle juice. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
all right,
this juice.
I'll take this.
You don't even say. I'm surprised you even use the word pickle.
God, it's just so bad.
So it says family of suspects.
Just read this one first.
Okay, I'll jump down.
Oh, I thought that was the last one.
Well,
it's the two of the same stories.
Two of the same stories, just two different sides.
We're just confused.
We just talked about that. And you were stuck in your phones.
Yeah,
I was.
You were playing with
I
your
was
nipples.
looking for the article. I was trying to pre-read it.
Well, if you'd have pre-read yesterday,
I didn't send it yesterday.
We got all our pre-read stuff 10 minutes before.
Yeah, 10 minutes before I drove in the driveway.
I'm used to it. I never read the shit.
All right, so this is in the lovely #1 crappy city in America right now, Baton Rouge.
Pasco?
What?
No, Pasco's ranking second to Baton Rouge.
I think our murder rate's like way up there.
Dude, it's
like
crazy. They just had a bunch more this weekend.
No.
Police, 4-year-old died after she was forced to drink alcohol. Mom and grandmother booked for murder.
That's them up here.
That's them.
Pieces of shit.
A girl died of alcohol poisoning after she was forced to drink half a bottle of whiskey as a form of punishment, police say.
What the fuck? Some full-grown humans can't even do that.
Yeah, it was a 5-year-old?
4-year-old.
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 Yeah.
Inside the home on Wallace Street on Thursday morning, police found firefighters and paramedics fighting to save a little girl who lay motionless on the floor. Those efforts were unsuccessful, and homicide detectives took over. They quickly learned that the girl consumed more than a half a bottle of whiskey, allegedly force-fed to her by her grandmother. The East Baton Rouge coroner on Friday said 4-year-old China Record. That's record there, Hostera. It's not record.
Oh, I'm not reading it. It's your turn.
Died of a blood alcohol level of, get this, 0.680.
That's more.
That would kill a grown person.
That will knock a grown person.
You're gonna be in hot. That's alcohol poisoning for a grown person.
A pursuit that somebody had 0.45 alcohol content, and that's some bitch almost died.
Well, I think isn't 0.4 considered legally dead at that point?
No, it's alcohol poisoning, I believe.
Okay.
I think if somebody, Robert may know more about this. I don't work like DWI.
Level.
I think if somebody blows a 0.4, you have to bring them to the hospital.
Yeah, that's automatic.
This cat almost died on the way to the hospital.
Like I said, if they blow a 0.4, they have to go to the hospital. This little girl had a 0.68, You looking at almost 0.7 for a 4-year-old.
Worse than the alcohol is, for someone that has like the virgin esophagus that's not used to drinking alcohol, that baby couldn't breathe.
You know how much she must have been throwing up and everything, too?
I bet you she couldn't breathe. If she threw up, she would have been better.
I think she could have thrown up. I think it probably just took her out. I mean, the police booked China's grandmother, 53-year-old Roxanne Record, and her mother, 28-year-old Khadijah Record, with first-degree murder.
Just take them out back and put a 2 in the head.
No, I think you should sit there and make them drink alcohol until they just stop breathing.
Her drink that damn much, I bet you she was a mean bitch, and I bet you that daughter was scared.
Now listen, this is what happened. Roxanne and Khadijah told detectives they became mad with China after she took a sip of Canadian Miss whiskey from a bottle that was left on the kitchen counter.
That's the parents' fault or the grandparents' fault for leaving the whiskey out when you got a 4-year-old. They're going to pick stuff up and try and drink it.
How the 4-year-old going to know?
Because they sit there and watch the mama and grandmama do it all day long.
Detectives wrote that Roxanne forced the baby to consume the remainder of the bottle, which was possibly over half full, while on her knees in the hallway. Khadijah, the mother, watched that happen and did nothing to stop it. She later put her child in a tub and only called for help once the girl stopped breathing.
Wow. Now on the other,
I can't believe she got that much alcohol before she stopped breathing.
The other part of the story is the family.
It might have been.
Well,
it might have been. It might have.
You got to look at how some 4-year-olds are a little bit bigger, some are a little tinier.
No, but it probably increased after she quit breathing.
Oh, absolutely, it probably went up.
So
because you're not oxygenating it anymore.
It went up.
Well, the family.
What a piece of shit that is.
Oh yeah, I mean, you looking at. I believe the family here says. I think one of the sisters. Let me look at it real fast. Yeah, you're right, Jared. I mean, that poor little kid. I mean, just imagine what kind of abuse was going on with this child before all this happened.
Oh, the second part of it's a video.
Yeah, the family of suspects, the accused caller, claims years of prior abuse. Here, we'll just play the audio.
But did any of them fucking call and say something?
Well, see, that's what I'm getting at. But we'll play the video. Here we go. Unmuted. You can hear the audio of it at least.
Boxes over there, deep throat and shit.
Receiving cancer care at Our Lady of the Lake Cancer Institute.
I gotta.
Yeah, you're right.
Promo the. Yeah,
that shit right there makes it hard to drive
that grandmother
down to the
looks
jail.
familiar. You sure that bitch hadn't been on TV before?
Not sure. Here we go.
The toddler to drink a bottle of alcohol is speaking out tonight. I had the chance to speak with the daughter and sister of both the suspects.
Did he just say that?
Here's a look at what she had to say.
Alcohol.
It's only been a few days since 4-year-old China Record was killed. Baton Rouge police say the baby's grandmother, Roxanne, forced the baby to drink a bottle of whiskey as the mother, Khadijah, watched.
What the fuck?
Family members say they are still in disbelief.
We all fail. We
don't hear anything.
Ebony Record is the daughter and older sister of the suspects.
You're not hearing anything?
She says China's death falls on the shoulders of the entire family.
I should take blame too. I know the type of person my
people
mom
can hear it.
is. I know how my mom felt about China.
She claims her mother physically and verbally abused them as kids and did the same to her grandchildren, but they never reported it to police out of fear. She believes if she would have spoken up sooner, that China would still be here.
We was never going to tell.
She looks like she's been on the news.
That it's sad that it took a body for people to know what goes on over here. It's sad. I'm 30 years old.
She's one of Freebird's Falcons.
And it took for my niece to die for me to speak out against my own mama.
Ebony says her mother should pay for what police say she did.
She not getting out. She gonna pay for what she did because you took it beyond too far.
But she feels her sister, the child's mother, has suffered enough.
My sister already gave 28 years and a baby. Why do she have to give the rest of her life?
Are you kidding me?
Anyway, that's one of the daughters saying, of years of abuse. Why didn't you say something before?
Yeah.
Why aren't you saying something before? Now this little girl is dead because of it.
Say something.
JoJo says she loves your shirt.
Yeah, well, she missed it.
Here you go, JoJo.
Here, JoJo.
It kept falling off.
I was forced, and then
JoJo,
we threatened them.
Then they Venmo'd me some money.
Yeah.
So.
JoJo, he needs some Vegemite to go with his shirt.
Venmo'd $1,000 for this.
Why'd you make me download World Star?
That's an inside thing I sent in our group. We got our own little group text message.
My dumbass did
You're getting JoJo excited there. Stop it.
JoJo, yeah, well, I tell you what, them damn kangaroos and knocked that shit off.
Get out of there, Holster.
Get out of World Star, Holster. Anyway, these two pieces of shits up here, prison's too good for them. Hopefully, they definitely get what they deserved.
We have a lot of really great but overall crappy candidates for hot nuts tonight.
I'm telling you, we're going to start voting for hot nuts. My vote is for these nuts. The squirrel.
The squirrel?
Yeah,
not my nuts. I named the squirrels these nuts.
What was that song?
So I'm giving one for the squirrel.
No, they're talking about the Mississippi Squirrel Revival by
Yeah.
Ray Stevens.
Yeah, Ray Stevens. Ray Stevens.
That's what you need to play, Daniel.
No, I'll get copyrighted.
Yeah, but can't you play a clip of it?
I have to start looking. I don't just have it on hand.
I don't remember when first.
Dan says he's doing a squirrel, and
What's the name of that?
It's the Mississippi Squirrel Revival.
kangaroos will punch your nip-nips down.
Yes, they will. I don't want to have nothing to do with fucking kangaroos.
So who are you voting for?
Dude, I don't know, man. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and we'll go with these nuts.
The therapy dog.
All right, hold on.
The therapy dog's a good one there, Holster.
Which one you going for, Holster?
I said it earlier. I don't remember which one I said. We fucking read so many things. Oh, the wanted robbery where the dudes. No. Yeah.
Hold on. This is my song right here. This is my hot nuts.
Fuck it, we ain't getting paid for this episode.
No.
We don't get paid for any of them.
Fuck it, I'll go with the squirrel.
Robert says he's doing the carjacker. The masturbator.
That broke out in revival.
That's my vote.
The squirrel nuts.
Squirrel nuts.
Yeah,
speaking of, the Squirrel Nut Zippers will be in Louisiana at a concert here this next weekend or something.
Who?
What?
That's
they said they actually got a band.
There's actually a band called the Squirrel Nut Zippers.
I'm still disappointed.
Oh, really?
Freebird, what the hell are you doing going to see that communist Garth Brooks?
Yeah, he really is a piece of shit.
Look, he'll be crying and everything else, but some of my best friends have gotten me a ticket, and they're coming in from Mississippi.
Okay, well, you got.
I haven't seen them since they took me out.
Do not clap
for my birthday. Oh no.
Yeah, scream.
I would I'd much rather just sit at a restaurant and listen to a song or something. But
I hear songs if I'm listening to that country music. His shit comes on.
It came on in the car when we were driving around Louisiana. He turned the shit off.
I turned it off.
I'm going to come out and say that I am going to.
Oh my God! What kind of friends do I have, people?
You got some liberal friends.
I got radio connections.
You gonna hook us up?
No, I'm not even hooking myself up. I'm not going back there to meet him.
Why would you want to
meet the mother?
Because if anybody forgot or don't know, the reason I dislike Garth Brooks so bad,
I am wearing a 2A shirt,
is because he's a Joe Biden supporter.
Yeah,
big Joe.
If you want to know how we feel about politics, go watch Liberty Freedom Whiskey.
Yeah, please do.
Go check us out over there if you want to hear us talking about politics and just other general bullshit.
And good whiskey.
Oh, and I
would
am.
laugh my ass off if all of a sudden it hits the news and you got Freebird going, "You liberal piece of shit!" right between songs.
Hey, if I say it, I won't have the tassels on. Thank God.
I am. I'm drinking some strawberry lemonade flavored whiskey.
Dude, that stuff's good.
From Old Smoky, and they all tried it, and like Freebird said, that shit would get him drunk. It's very, very good, but unfortunately, the only place you can find it is
where's your whiskey?
My whiskey's in the other room.
It's the only place to find it is at Old Smoky.
Freebird's doing pickle juice and single barrel.
What is that, Freebird?
Jack.
That's
some single barrel Jack.
That's my single barrel Jack.
The most expensive Jack.
He drank a whole bottle of douche earlier, so
Jack 27 Gold.
He had a whole pint. of pickle juice up in here.
Jack 27 Gold is going to be your most
Yeah,
expensive.
27 Gold. That's up there.
It's aged just like Gentleman Jack and in the single barrel, and then they age it another 4 years in a maple barrel.
Isn't it like 10 altogether or something on it?
Well,
on the 27?
all I know is it don't hold a torch to Elijah Craig.
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
What you drinking?
Oh, tonight I had the Angel.
It's about $130.
Because he was here tonight, so I brought the Angel Envy back, and he was already drinking pickle juice. I wasn't about to share my Angel Envy with him.
Oh, what's wrong with Deuce Juice?
You just said it.
I was going to buy a little bit of that while I was at the store the other day. How is that Angel's Envy?
Oh, it's amazing, dude.
The Deuce Juice or Angel's Envy?
No, I know what douche juice tastes like.
In the port barrels, what they put in?
There's a Port Richey. They walk past all day long.
Now I've got some
Pasco County,
some Dallas County that's put into a cab barrel. That's good.
Okay, I hadn't had that.
All right. Well, these nuts won the hot nuts.
Yep.
So
congrats, these nuts. Hot nuts. Hey, did they call you?
Who?
These nuts.
Oh, look.
Y'all going to barbecue this weekend?
Dumbass.
What, you talking to us? I'm not barbecuing.
No, we're going to be everybody's going to be at Garth Brooks.
Oh, I was going to come on over and slap my meat across your grill. Through the clown.
Dumbass motherfucker.
That clown is part of the permanent fixture down.
Oh, fuck, man.
It's bad when you get attacked by a crazy ass fucking squirrel. You just can't live that shit down.
The dumbass motherfucker.
You know, it's like, I'm getting attacked by a squirrel, call 911.
Yeah, and he was still getting
end up. I mean, how does that clown end up on their property?
Because we're just clowning around. It just says just clowning around. At least you don't have pasties on. I could add that.
We need to put a squirrel up.
I could add pasties on that clown. Just saying.
No, they blend in for sure.
Anyway, appreciate everybody coming to watch. We actually had a good time tonight, even though we had two fucked up stories at the end. Remember to go check out Burley Boards over there. Dan does a good job. Order yourself a.
If we'd have had a Burley board, that old man would have put that squirrel out of here.
That's right. He took that Burley board and hit that squirrel in the head and killed it.
Right, you know, now he's going to have fucking squirrel PTSD. He'll be walking down the sidewalk, see a squirrel, and just fucking run.
Oh, yeah.
Who does the Burley boards? Dan, we need a squirrel on one of them.
Yeah, you need to make a squirrel-killing Burley board.
A dead squirrel on a Burley board.
Well, if he's making stuff like that, Dan could branch out into the bondage world, start making these fancy looking paddles
and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
he has one. He swears it's for cutting cheese.
It might be a new
some bitch looks like a paddle.
niche market for you. You know, some of them bondage paddles there.
I got one hanging above my door in my living room. It says "Make children great again."
So anyway, I appreciate everybody. I check out Dan at Burley Boards. He's awesome. Like I said, he's supposed to come on.
He said he could make it happen. He could make it happen with a squirrel.
Check out mugs. Love them.
Yeah.
Cheap pop.
Go check out the Etsy store. Just person that just ordered. I appreciate it from you.
Don't you have some international stuff going on?
I got to get to. I'm lazy.
Oh, JoJo.
JoJo's stuff is in that box right there.
This some bitch still ain't mailed me no bumper sticker.
I don't have bumper stickers.
You want a decal for your vehicle.
And your magnets can't stand the Florida heat.
Well, put them inside.
Put them in your hot nuts.
I
put them on my beer fridge on the front porch.
I actually have new magnets. You just don't have one of those. So,
be on the lookout for the Motor Cop podcast.
We all
yard signs.
Yeah, I did get me some yard signs. I got that out in the front yard. Y'all go like and subscribe. And write us some reviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, but we only want 5 stars because we work hard for this.
Yeah, I'm thinking about. I've been thinking about. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. I was gonna do T-shirts. It's one of my new T-shirts. Like it says on "Smile, Iceman can be behind you" on the back of it. I'm thinking about trying to make up some T-shirts with something on the back of it for each one of these motherfuckers that are here with me right now. So I don't know, you can let me know if you want some yogurt pants, some Holstera yogurt pants.
They're awesome.
Only used twice.
That's actually accurate.
Let me know.
And they're white.
They're white. Don't. You can bypass the brown stains on them.
No, there ain't. They're real thick material. That's what I said. Even in the sunlight, you can't see like
you can't even stretch them because they're thick. They're stuck.
Thick. That's the word.
That's what it is.
My ass looks amazing in them. I don't give a shit what any of y'all say.
So
is that them booty pants?
Yeah. He's got the one with the little tight, makes his butt lifting stuff on it, stuff like that. So
only in Pasco County.
Yeah.
I'd wear them bitches to Walmart.
I'm peach out.
All right, everybody, be safe. Watch your back. Watch your partner's back.
Doses.
And
love all of you.
Absolutely love all of you.
Smile.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in.
Because Iceman
give
could
me
be
a
behind
5-star
you.
rating for my shirt.
Absolutely 5-star. I'll give you $1 bill, baby.
Yeah.
Them pasties
Make it rain. Make it rain.
Oh, look, Hostera thought about it too.